Yeah, when I say Satan probably own 60% of 100% out of everybody in the world, I mean they just ain't woke up yet. You know what I mean? So don't take that out of, you know. I really didn't have to say that. You should have figured it out, but that's pretty much what it is. When we sleep, we do we tend to do wicked stuff unknowingly. That's why it said, I think it says in the Bible, it said it's better for a man to not know than to know, or something like that. It might not be in the Bible. Don't quote me on that one. But I heard a lot of old folks say that it's better that you know, don't know, than to know. But that's like a, that's like a, you gotta read between that too, because you gotta wake up, and in order to wake up, you gotta know. So you can't run from what you need to know. So it'd be you, running from what you need to know will be make you just as guilty as knowing, but refusing to do what's right. So either way it go, when you reach your pinnacle elevation of change, it's time for you to understand and to know things that you tend to didn't want to know, or you ran from it so you wouldn't have to know it. But at the end of the day, one of your soul missions here is to understand and to know. So it's all about growing and evolving to preparing to understand what you don't know. Because once you know it, it might set different, and you're gonna wanna get understanding in it definitely before you know it. So I mean, after you know it, you're gonna wanna understand it, whatever. But anyway, y'all get it, man. I know y'all get it, because there was a guy on YouTube said something about when Jesus said, "Why have you forsaken me?" He nailed that. Yeah, that was a great job, but awesome. I told you that Bible powerful. For me, man, the Bible, bro. Like I said, I took it with me in the streets and everywhere. There were moments in the Bible. There were moments when I was with a woman, and she could have been a high vibrational being, but I couldn't tell if she was a demon or an angel. It be like that sometimes. And I grab the Bible, and the Bible would take me. I hear the scripture or a verse that pretty much tell me, run, or you gonna be sleeping with a Jezebel, and you gonna be full of demons or something, whatever. It'll be nailed, it nailed it just like that. Or I'll just look at the time. Like it's 3:17 now, but like I said, all numbers mean something. They try to, when I said that before, I looked online to check some numbers, and they tried to put them like what, no, it's an angel number for every number, every single number. And when I seen that, I was kind of weary about teaching anymore. But I gotta keep teaching regardless. But anyway, yeah, like the Bible normally works. Sometimes the Bible have a number on it, you know, whatever, like 9/11, and look it up or whatever. But like I said, everything in perfect synchronicity, and somehow the Bible ties into the synchronicity patterns of our ways. There have been many times when I was in the street, I read it for a woman that's claiming to be this and that and really ain't. Or I might be with a person that's wanting to be my friend, but really got real evil agenda, real evil agenda. And I popped that Bible open, bro. I kept that Bible like I kept a rifle. Well, I kept that Bible like somebody would keep a rifle. I ain't really wasn't too big with the guns and stuff. My boys kept them, but I sold them. But I ain't never need one. I kept the gun. It wasn't never loaded. I would have bad intent. I'd beat you with a gun. If it came down to it, I'd beat you real good. But that was the old me. I don't do that no more. I don't do nothing like that. But I would keep stuff just in case I would get jumped or something. But eventually, over time, When people realized I wasn't playing, it kind of like spread it. It didn't matter if I was here or in Atlanta. It didn't matter. Somehow people just knew not to mess with me. Um, and I just eventually stopped toting stuff. Well, I should have toted the gun the most. I didn't even have it, which was in that studio. They carried guns. They brought weapons in. I ain't never. It was too close proximity. I didn't need a gun. I didn't need a weapon. It was just too close. They didn't have a chance. And then most of the time they were high or drunk. They really didn't have a chance. Even if they were just tipsy and we really wasn't high, they didn't have a chance. It was just too close proximity. We were just too close to each other. It wasn't gonna work. Because the way I was getting attacked my whole life, it was always with people close to me. After a while of that, you start to grow eyes all around your head. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. I ain't trying to say 60% of the world are evil. I belong to Satan. And I'm just trying to say, just recognize the frequency and the energy. If you vibrating low, no matter who you are and what family you born from, no matter, y'all. You could be born from an empress and an emperor, you know better, but you're still low vibrational. Well, you in Satan's hands. Satan do low vibrational stuff. God do high vibrational stuff. Which side is you on? That's just all it is to it. So with me looking at the world like that, I can easily get the percentage of the world. Like, okay, this percentage like this percentage like this. It don't mean I'm a nuke bomb you, nothing like that. It just mean you ain't woke. You ain't realizing the fact of you haven't fully given yourself over to God like you should have. You should supposed to. I've been hearing something about in my mind. I've been hearing something. Well, not in my mind. I've been hearing something about clubs and smoke and loops and homicide, loop homicide, concert smoke. Yeah, loop homicide, concert smoke. Yeah, yeah. Whatever that means. Yeah, I own clubs, so I wouldn't know. I always tend to blame myself. I'm thinking everybody smoking and I get secondhand smoking. So y'all don't be smoking because I'm smoking. I can't wait to quit. I'm asking them every other day or every other week, can I quit now? Can I quit now? So like I said, it's an energy inside me. I think they need smoke to breathe. Otherwise, they get choking. I'm gonna show y'all this when we get together. I can't show y'all this, but it's a trick with frequency, and I honestly got it from studying. I don't know what they call that. I keep Morse code. I'm not good at it. Don't even think about testing me with the Morse code. None of that. I just used to look at it as a child when I used to watch movies. And they used to always do the Morse code, and it was something about them damn sounds. And somehow, when somebody lock a safe, thanks to the thanks to the way I used to listen to the Morse code, I could tell the exact number they put it up. Oh, 111. I was thrown off, bro. I was a bad child, bro. I had to be, bro, because people were wilding around me. With that gun, they got in that safe. Shh, be quiet, Nick. It was all tatting it. Everybody knew about tatting it. You could just say tatting it, like, who was that? You say Nick, who was that? Tatting it. Oh, yeah, tatting it. Be quiet, Nick. 111. Oh, I'm just tripping, y'all. Anyway, that Morse code taught me something, so it moved up. It just never left me. Them sounds. Even though I would never look at them, listen to them, or study them, it's the sound. So I kind of hear it in frequency. I can teach it. I don't know if you'll learn it, but I can teach it to where you'll see it. Be like, oh shit. And it says 5 people in the room. Two to 3 out of 5 people are learning. And you'll see them learn. You'll be like, oh, it's possible to learn. So, okay. But they don't learn. And that's kind of how I just figured out entities, I guess you could say. And well, that's why I told y'all white noise could be probably dangerous. I wouldn't play with it. But yeah. But I wouldn't play with it. I wouldn't mess with that stuff, period. I don't even know what it is, but I mean, after I show you, if I show anybody, if they let me show anybody. It's there though. It's like you can hear them, spirits there. It's just like, it's all frequency. You don't need nothing. You can get rid of every ghost detector, every necromancer. You can get rid of all of it. And you can take the regular stuff from nature and create something to create a sound. And you gonna hear, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. It's ancient, I think, y'all. I don't even tap into it. Cause I'm kind of scared to tap into it. Because doing that when I was young got me in a lot of trouble. So I made God a promise I wouldn't do that kind of stuff no more. And I just, whatever I learned from it when I was doing it, it just stay. It ain't no choice but to stay with you, because it's like, oh my God, that's an outfit. Oh my God, that's been there. We just never noticed it. It's like somebody distracted us from it. It's like every time someone sell their soul, a frequency, a timeline, the timeline get misconstrued. The timeline get off. So let's say my arm killing me, bro. Let's say right here, it's 2 different timelines. They perfect synchronicity. Somebody violate, and they want something somebody else got from another tree. And that's, everything's coming together like they want it to. Actually, it's coming together. 13, 11. Okay, you see this timeline. Somebody said they saw one person in this whole 8.2 billion people world. One person said they saw in their timeline. You know what I'm saying? This timeline ain't the pen, and you must understand it's a whole frequency. So it's going, it don't matter if this person is poverty. It don't matter if this person is a higher up. It don't matter if they're black or white. It don't matter. DNA, it don't matter. Timeline, soul, another soul, another soul. So it's like my timeline got here. It's like this. That's what made my generation of people in trouble. So the key is to get it to line up as much as possible. Now we're finna see why guys say you probably gotta come back and do the same life 2 times over. In other words, you mean be still. It's probably, it was like this, and now since I've been trying to do the best I can, it's probably about like this, or like this. That's as much as it moves, as much as you think as good as I am. Now, as you can see, it will take one more lifetime to another lifetime to do what? Line it back up. And that will mean a great sacrifice, because even if this person can't die, this person will have to lose, realize what it mean when your timeline off. You might not find that level. You might not get that life. Not looking at it like that, because this is not how I'm looking at my life, nowhere near it. I'm just saying, I'm trying to give y'all an example here. Things might be slowly going, slowly moving. So what you don't want to do is rush it, because you catching up with the timeline. So you might be completely put together, but your lover is still out here in the world with Satan. Your lover not put together. So even if you jump and meet your lover, I'm your lover. No, you ain't my lover. I ain't never liked you in my life. You know, something like that. Your lover on drugs and everything else. So, now if the timeline was on point, your lover would have been done, went through withdrawals, fell off, and boom, boom. Timeline back on. Something like that.